So it's morning out here on our first day in the mountains, and pretty groggy. The van was nice to sleep in, but I'm really tired, and just thinking about back home, making some coffee and waking up and hitting the button on the Keurig. I'm getting pissed off because you have to wait a couple minutes for it to heat up. But out here, if you didn't think ahead the night before, you want coffee in the morning, you got to go find wood to cut down, make a fire, wait for the water to boil, pour the coffee in. So same goes with breakfast. So I'm gonna try and find some wood out here, and looks like there's a little bit behind me, but finding out with my hatchet I make a lot of noise and it's a lot of work trying to cut down something big that'll burn for a while. So thinking a lot of small sticks would be better than one log at this point. So man, it's just so beautiful out here. Let me flip this camera around and show you my view over here. The camera just doesn't do it justice, but waking up to this for a few mornings I can get used to. It's just gorgeous out here. No car horns honking, no neighbors fighting. I miss in-person meetings, but other than that, really like being out in the wild. Don't have to worry about getting up and going to work. I noticed my last video was a little bit quiet because out here I'm trying not to make a whole lot of noise. It's just so peaceful out here. I just find myself near almost whispering into the camera. So hopefully you guys can hear what I'm saying, if anybody is watching this. Anyways, I'm just gonna take you guys along with me this morning, let you see what I get to do today. So I'm not sure what this mountain range is called, but on the drive up, man, it's just huge. It almost makes you dizzy to look at these huge mountains and how far they go. Man, check out this log. This thing's enormous and it's already been burned. I mean, perfect charwood if I would have thought to bring a bigger axe, or I think somebody had a chainsaw at our campsite, the last people there. They left a log, and it must have been hickory or something, because it took 2 hours of chopping with this thing just to get a piece of wood big enough for a little campfire last night. And made a lot of noise, probably pissed off our only other neighbor we have out here. They're about 6 foot away from us, but we have a nice hedgerow of bushes between us for privacy. Anyways, that little hard piece of wood, it burnt for about 2 hours, so it's almost worth it. Oh, what do we got over there? Looks like we got a rabbit over there. Let's see if we can spot him on the camera. He saw me before I saw him. I'm being a loud idiot out here, so oh, there he goes. There's that little Peter Cottontail there. Telling you, I'm loving it out here this morning. Christy said she's not a morning person, so this is my favorite time to be out on the wild, if you will, out in the mountains. Morning time for me is the best. You just got the sun, casting its shadow on this giant mountain over here. And birds chirping, everything's a little quiet still. Just calm, and just really feel the spirit of everything out here. So yeah, I'm getting out here a little ways. Trying not to get too lost. We're gonna go hiking later, so a good thing to do when you're hiking, especially in a new place you've never been to, and if there's not an established trail. Obviously, if you can read a compass, bring one. You're not always gonna have service on a phone to use an app, compass or something like that, but what you can do is just kind of find landmarks, especially if you have mountains. So, you know, you can say, oh, those two mountains back there almost look like a saddle, you know, or something of that nature. And just make sure you find something really distinctive, because mountains tend to look the same. But, you know, you can say, okay, that one's to our left there. If we turn around, that one needs to be directly back towards camp. So I know if I get lost out here, if I head directly towards the sun at this point before it moves too much, and towards that mountain over there, that looks like it has a saddle. I can't zoom in, unfortunately, but I'll know I'm heading back towards camp. So it's a little bit of FYI for anybody out there who hasn't done a whole lot of wilderness training or been out in the wild very long. Anyways, if I want to get some coffee, I better get to cutting some wood down. So talk to you guys later.